Imagine the speed of Bruce Lee. The raw power of Mike Tyson.
Three-punch combination, goes back to it again! Oh! Big-time shot to the body by Inoue! It's over.
And the cunning wisdom of a seasoned Japanese warrior, all fused into one human weapon. That fighter is Naoya Inoue, the monster who turns every ring into a crime scene.
Really get behind him. That's a lovely left to the body. Lovely shot. I don't know what the ref's doing.
7. Oh, the big right hand from Naoya Inoue. Maloney is down and hurt.
This compact dynamo carries the full package of speed, power, and the kind of destructive instinct that makes grown men tremble. Every punch he throws is poetry and terror intertwined.
Inoue would throw a shot and then ooh. Big right hand there.
In this video, we take a look at the times Naoya Inoue absolutely destroyed KO artists. We kick off the World Boxing Super Series, a global tournament where the very best bantamweights clashed in 2019. Naoya's first opponent was Dominican fighter Carlos Payano, who entered the ring thinking his fate was written in gold. But the way this fight ended left the entire stadium jaw-dropped. Payano quickly stepped into Inoue's guard, trying to press the action, but the Japanese fighter is a timing genius. And the moment he saw an opening, the fight turned on its head. How? Well, watch for yourself.
Red and white trunks with the black waistband, and that is Naoya Inoue. 8% knockout ratio, but here he's in against a experienced, talented former champion, Juan Carlos Payano, competing in his 22nd professional bout tonight. By the distance in that sole reversal, losing decision against Rashi. Left-right combination, and Payano has stretched on the canvas. And you know where he is, he's face down. The referee is calling the over. Naoya Inoue with a 1-2 combination when the fight was still in its nascent stages was all she wrote. And Payano's eyes were in orbit.
Payano came in oozing with confidence, but by the end of the fight, which lasted barely a minute, he was brutally humbled. In 2021, Naoya the Monster, Inoue staged one of his most anticipated defenses as the unified IBF and WBA bantamweight world champion, putting his titles on the line against Filipino contender Michael Das Marinas in Las Vegas, Nevada. Das Marinas came into the fight as the IBF's top-ranked challenger with a solid record and strong power, earning his shot through consistent wins, yet he faced a generational talent in Inoue, a fighter already being mentioned among the sport's elite pound-for-pound stars. With world titles hanging in the balance and Inoue's unbeaten legacy at stake, this clash was more than a title defense. It was a statement fight that could cement Inoue's status as the division's dominant force.
Correct with his balance.
There's that left hook again. You see how quickly he can viper strike it at a moment's notice.
Des Marinas choosing right now to get on his bike. Moving. Trying not to stand directly in front of Inoue. He's saying, I know you got punching power, but you gotta catch me.
Des Marinas has given up a lot of energy just from the presence of Inoue. Just the fact that Inoue is in range to land is unnerving Des Marinas.
And he's trying to lure Inoue into that shot. Trying to get him comfortable, moving, chasing him, make a mistake, and then boom.
Lands the left hook as Des Marinas came in and crossed that threshold. The undefeated champion, the 3-division world champion, who's really a fighter's fighter. It's interesting to see who came out to see him tonight among the celebs and the boxing stars ringside.
Yeah, but Des Marinas is going to have to be in that range and still get his if he's got any shot of landing anything significant.
There's no doubt.
Inoue.
Inoue had a spectacular, I mean utterly spectacular knockout in his last fight.
So you can already tell from the body language of Des Marinas, he's moving a lot. He doesn't want to get touched by those big shots, but offensively, he's starting to settle down and land some shots.
There it is.
But then a shot like that will land.
Left hook to the body.
Knocked down, scored by the monster.
Liver.
Left hook to the liver.
Common shot in the sport of boxing, but it didn't land with common power. Here we see Inoue throw a waist right uppercut and just sort of graze the mid to side of Des Marinas, and it was a delayed reaction, but He thought about it. He said, I just can't stand up. That kind of shot takes the wind out of you. Jab, waist uppercut, and just a grazing shot right there that just paralyzed Des Marinas. And Inoue went back there.
50 seconds to work here in round 2 for Inoue. Stalking his prey. Oh, big left hand dug in underneath. Inoue stalking, goes to the body, left uppercut comes in as well.
That's what you do when you hurt a person to the body.
Oh, another body
right
shot.
Back down there.
Pinpoint accuracy with the left hand to the body. One of the most devastating punches you can land in this sport.
Des Marinas is still hurt.
There's no doubt about it.
Trying to survive the follows. Another body shot comes in. Look at Inoue. This is what he delivers time and again. Des Marinas is so game to fight back. Inoue goes to that spot again, just bruising that liver shot.
Throughout the course of that round.
Then he goes back to the body.
Now he goes back to the body.
Round number 3. 20 fights for Inoue have only lasted a total of 114 rounds. The velocity, I know it looked like it was grazing, but the speed is, he digs in again.
But this right here is when it starts to become unfair for opponents of Inoue when, yes, he's offensively powerful, but then defensively, he's stingy and he doesn't let you get anything with his quickness. Inoue's looking to go back to that body. He's just going away from it for a little bit, make Des Marinas forget about it, then he's going back down there with that left hook.
There it is. Yep. Sold the right hand, came back with the left to the body.
Tried to get it right there, but it grazed the body of Des Marinas.
3-punch combination, goes back to it again. Oh, big time shot to the body by Inoue.
It's over.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Survives the count, but can he survive the next half minute? Marinas, that side is going to feel like, here's how he finished it. Well, this was the first knockdown.
See, splitting the guard with the uppercut, then coming around the elbow to the liver with the left hand. Missed with that, but what he really wanted was that right there. Bring the elbows inside with the uppercut, then come around those elbows.
Destructive work from the monster. Uppercut, body shot again. My, oh my, 3 body shot knockdowns and a knockout victory for the great Naoya Inoue.
We knew Inoue was going right back down to the body. He was just trying to find that perfect shot, got some distance, just a little bit, and he landed another perfect shot right to the side of Des Marinas. Des Marinas was already still reeling from the first body shot and the others that followed up, and that just added insult to injury right there. He just put flavor on that thing and did it with flair. It's
Look
not
at
just
how much of his body he puts into it.
But everything was calculated, though. That was not by accident. That was very, very intentional.
In just 3 rounds, Inoue finished someone who was supposed to be his toughest test to date, and the more he fought, the easier the demolitions became. In 2017, Naoya Inoue defended his WBO junior bantamweight title against French challenger Yoan Boyeaux in Yokohama, Japan. At just 24 years old, Inoue was already a feared force in the 115-pound division, thanks to his blistering speed and explosive power that belied his size. Boyeaux, a seasoned European contender, stepped in with veteran experience, but he was ultimately outmatched by a champion on the verge of global superstardom. With world championships and legacy on the line, this was more than a title defense. It was a statement, and Inoue wasn't going to have anything less than a destructive showing.
今年は左フックで相手を沈めてきているこの井上尚弥。果たして目の前の長身の170センチヨアン・ボアイをどのように料理していくのか。静かな立ち上がりです。ガードを上に上げたままという井上尚弥です。さあ村田さん、はい、井上尚弥のこの防衛戦ですが、立ち上がりどのあたりがポイントになるでしょうか。
まずは相手のパンチはどんな角度で来るか、井上選手見てる感じですね。ただスピードがやっぱり違いますね。もうこの構えだけで相手プレッシャーかかっているような感じしますね。
そうですか。構えただけで相手にプレッシャー。左どよめきました。この左です。いや具志堅さん、何か音が違いましたけれども。
早いですね。はい。研究してますね。
右。 ヨアン・ボワイヨも手数でこれは返そうというところですが、ボワイヨの2発3発、それを一撃で跳ね返すという井上尚弥です。リングを大きく使うヨアン・ボワイヨ、170センチ、リーチは176センチという長身のファイターです。いやーっと連打歓声というよりもどよめき、横浜文化体育館が揺れています。ガードの上なんですが、なんということでしょう。ガードの上からこのフランスの31連勝、ヨアン・ボワイヨをぐらつかせました。
コンビネーションが速い、そして全部強いんですよね。
坂口健さん、ボワイヨとしてはこれはかなりのプレッシャー。
そうですね、1ラウンドからこんなハイ来ると思わないんじゃないですかね、挑戦者は。
さあ、かぶせるようにしてフックを放っていくヨアン・ボワイヨです。ヨアン・ボワイヨはこのチャンピオン井上のことをとにかくすごい偉大なチャンピオンではあるが、とにかくその中でもカウンターがすごいんだというふうに話をしています。そのカウンターを警戒しながら勇気を持って踏み込んでいくフランスのボワイヨ。右だ、何かこの一撃で全ての流れを持っていく、これがモンスター。パンチ力が違いますか。
チャンピオンのパンチが強いね。
一発一発の重みが、この音から左崩れ落ちたヨアン・ボワイヨ、左一発。残り時間は10秒。第1ラウンドなんとか立ったヨアン・ボワイヨ、左一発顎を打ち抜いた。さあ終わらせるか井上尚弥。力強いパンチをボワイヨも返してきますが、あの左一発の残像は残っているはず。
立本さん、井上チャンピオンサイドですが、完璧な立ち上がりだと井上慎吾トレーナー話していました。そして井上選手の表情ですけれども、トレーナーお父さんの表情を見たままずっとうなずいている、そんな立ち上がりです。
ずっとうなずいてという井上尚弥。右左鈍い音響き渡る。いや、村田さんすごいですね。
もう本当まばたきしてる場合、話す言葉もなくなってしまうぐらいすごいボクシングしますね。
そのテクニック、スピード、そしてなんといってもこのパンチの威力、全てが世界水準、世界最強の井上尚弥です。
ただね、相手はカウンターもらわないようにと思って、警戒してボクシングしてるわけですよ。その相手にねカウンター当てるって本当に難しいことできないことなんですよ。それをだからあんな簡単に見えるようにやってのけるのがね、井上選手の凄さですよ。
立本さん、まさに今のご指摘の通りで、こちらコーナーサイドは距離、向き、リズムを足で常に変えていこうと、強い一発を井上が狙っているので食いつきすぎるなど、こんな指示が出ています。
なるほど、意識をしていても来るこの王者のカウンターです。チャレンジャーサイドは青島アナウンサーのリポートでした。細かいパンチ、それでもやはり31連勝、キャリアがあるヨアン・ボワイヨ、これまで45戦のキャリアを誇っています。世界中を旅してきた、さまざまな場所でさまざまなアウェーで戦ってきた。ただこの相手というのはおそらく初めての未知との遭遇かと思われます。極東日本で怪物がフランスからの挑戦者ヨアン・ボワイヨの心を砕くか。じりじりっとゆっくりとゆっくりと追い詰めていく右のストレート、左フック、これは空を切りました。
挑戦者もいいボクシングしてますよ。しっかりしたガードでね、足を使って、やっぱりパンチ力が違うもんでね、一発受けただけでグラグラしてるんですよね。
現在 WBO スーパーフライ級6位、元フランスチャンピオンのヨアン・ボワイヨですが、ボワイヨが何もできないか。左のリードジャブ、なんとか流れを戻そうというボワイヨですが、残り10秒。
seconds. Stop at the bell. 10 seconds.
井上がプレッシャー左のフック、うなりを上げる。左で一つダウンを奪っている井上。ただこの井上の本来の強さというのは右のパンチ、右のストレートです。そのモンスターライトがこのボアイを突き刺さって左のボディーが倒れた。膝をつきましたヨアン・ボアイオ。右を出す必要はない。左だけで仕留められる。これがモンスター井上尚弥のボディー。アメリカラスベガスを震撼させたこの左のボディーです。さあ左のボディー、もうその時は近いかもしれない。右から左のボディー、あばらを砕くこのボディー。ただしかしヨアン・ボアイを立ち上がる。大きな拍手が湧き上がります。どれで仕留めるか。右のストレートか左のフックか、あるいは左のボディか。どのパンチでも倒すことができる井上尚弥。世界を見てくれ。これが日本の至宝井上尚弥。ボディ止めた。これが日本の。
In just 3 rounds, Inoue shredded another opponent that dared to intimidate him, but he wasn't the only one who tried and failed. When Naoya Inoue first faced Nonito Donaire in the World Boxing Super Series final in 2019, the world expected a coronation. Inoue had just dismantled Emmanuel Rodriguez like a warm-up, and many assumed the 36-year-old Donaire was merely the last hurdle before the monster claimed his throne. But that night, every expectation was obliterated as Donaire performed like a champ and only lost by a close decision. Their long-awaited rematch in June 2022 wasn't a showdown of phenom versus legend. It was unfinished business. This time, the WBA, IBF, and WBC bantamweight titles were at stake, and Inoue had no interest in nostalgia or drawn-out drama. He wanted violence.
The first attempt by Donaire to land that right hand, which hurt Inoue on several occasions in the first fight, and sometimes gets overlooked because of his beautiful left hook. Japanese crowd getting into it here, Dre.
Yes, good shot right there.
You see the jab of Inoue there with the counter right, and now a left hook from Inoue. One punch at any moment. You won't want to blink because they both have dynamite in their punches.
Which is impressive because the fighters are still warming up.
Nice left hook there from... Second time in their series.
He's hurt right now, Bernardo.
The belt was his greatest ally.
Everything, Inoue was winning that round, but nothing crazy had happened until it did. A quick right hand to the temple of Nonito, and it sat him right on his butt. He didn't know how he got there. He just realized that he was on the canvas, and that's the type of explosive power that we've been promoting this fight with. They both possess it, but Inoue's is a little bit different, and we saw it on full display in that first round.
Now it's Donaire landing that vaunted left hook. See that right hand from Naoya Inoue. Inoue, you have to pick your poison. Now it's a left hook that rattles Nonito Donaire. It's devastating power, and the legs of Donaire are not all there.
And Donaire needs to get himself together before he tries to load up, but that's not in his nature. He wants to draw Inoue in, even though he's hurt. He's trying to land his own big shots.
See another vicious left hook from the monster, Naoya Inoue. Body shot from the monster.
Looks like Donaire has made up his mind. He's going to fight fire with fire, and that's just the way it is, for better or worse.
Drops Donaire as he's able to somehow manage to this go down, Dre, because Inoue is going to work here. And the left hook now does put down Donaire in round 2. And this fight is over. What an impressive knockout victory for the Monster. Wow.
In just 2 rounds, Naoya Inoue erased the memory of their first epic showdown by dominating Donaire, who was only the opening act in Inoue's unstoppable march through boxing history. By 2022, Naoya Inoue already held the WBA, IBF, and WBC bantamweight titles. All that remained was Paul Butler's WBO belt to complete the undisputed puzzle. Often overlooked, Butler had quietly clawed his way back, first claiming the interim WBO title and then full champion status. Critics dismissed him as lucky and a so-called paper champ, but Butler didn't care. He wanted a real challenge, and he got it against the monster himself. What unfolded next would change the course of boxing history.
And for Inoue, it's all about pressure and cutting off the ring. And I expect him to go down to the body of Butler.
Among all active fighters, that is double the bantamweight average. First 2-punch combination of significance from Inoue.
You know, I think this was a quintessential round for Inoue. He's doing right by staying defensively sound and not opening up right away.
3-punch combination from Inoue. Now Butler takes a step forward for a moment. Inoue comes back with a right hand behind the jab. There's the right hand to the body from Inoue.
He's still comfortable right now, still protecting himself. He fears that power of Inoue.
Or double jab that time, a 5-punch combination. He went double jab, right hand, left hand to the body. He has landed 3 lefts to the body.
Vicious body work. Like I tell you guys in the past, you see Inoue throwing where Butler's moving to cut him off, to pin him on the ropes. Land his own body shot on Inoue.
And Butler comes back with a right hand up top before going with the high guard again. Inoue taking those small steps just to corral Butler, always keeping him in range. There's a right hand and a left hand to the body that backed it up.
In
just
front
not
of him.
enough offense, Timmy, to keep Inoue off of him. There's right hand that comes in, and 2 lefts to the body. It's interesting when he detailed that trip to the wild card, Jim.
For those type of situations.
Opens up this 3rd round with a combination as Butler's in that corner and desperately needs to get out. He has that left hand up.
Just a vicious assault right here. Inoue cornering Butler. Butler protecting himself really well. A lot of those things was caught on the glove. But as you see, no return fire from Butler. He is timid.
2-punch combination again, working behind that jab. Comes here in round number 3. But what you describe as that teeter-totter, the ability to throw punches and generate torque, bringing back the offhand to create more power.
No, the teeter-totter combination is the right uppercut. So it goes up. So that side is up, and then he comes down. The opposite side is down, and it's around the elbow to the liver. Will neglect defense, Butler will come on with this combination. The hook is the best punch I believe that Butler has landed. Needs to make an adjustment. He needs to fight. Sell out now.
As is the case with Gallagher. Speaking of his charge, Paul Butler, 34-win WBO champion. Inoue closing the gap into that corner again. Left hook comes in. Inoue comes around the guard with a right hand.
Just more domination from Inoue. Target practice at this moment. This is punching bag work right here. You know, Butler, I understand. Inoue is standing just outside that mid-range. He's hoping.
Closes range with the jab, gets the inside left hand, came to the body, finished with a left hook upstairs. Right hand comes behind the jab, left uppercut, right uppercut. There's that left hand to the body. It's been so effective tonight. World champion. And with that, and Timmy, we noted we're so used to in recent years seeing Inoue with the right.
Taking more chances, trying to get him to open up so he can land that kill shot. Beautiful left hook down to the body.
Right hand from Inoue. Stop Butler's lateral movement for a moment. You can hear the encouragement from the corner of Paul Butler. As he's sent back with another right hand that hits that high guard. Nice, good Paul, but Gallagher himself has to understand you're headed to a shutout loss no matter.
Yes.
Ooh. Inoue with a body shot as Butler was up against the ropes. That time willing to throw, and Inoue filled that gap with a right hand. Right hand from Inoue.
He can open up a big shot. Touch, 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 touch. Get him defensive, and then boom. A big shot downstairs.
Now Inoue with a combination to open up this 11th round.
Changing up the cadence, baby. Speed coming down the middle, but now he needs to bring it downstairs after he get those hands high and raised.
Right hand to the body is a good one. And a big right hand that comes in. Great work from Inoue. Big combination scores the knockdown here in round 11. That power of Inoue comes through, and he gets it done at 11. Dismisses an unengaged Paul Butler by hitting the accelerator and putting on a show.
Inoue made him a punching bag for the entire night until he stopped him.
Butler lasted longer than most of Inoue's foes, but in the end, his fate was no different. He stepped into the lion's den whole and left shattered, dismantled, and reminded why Naoya Inoue is called the Monster. After ruling the bantamweight division with an iron fist, Naoya Inoue made a bold leap in the summer of 2023, moving up 4 pounds to super bantamweight to challenge the reigning WBC and WBO champion Stephen Fulton, a fighter brimming with confidence and swagger. Fulton was known as a master technician. He was gritty, skilled, and the kind of fighter whose toughness makes even the boldest hesitate. But Inoue wasn't an ordinary challenger. Even with Fulton slightly favored on paper, the Monster had only one plan, and that was to turn this fight into a one-way street.
And the up jab.
So interesting to see that low lead hand from Inoue starting off like that. Both guys, both fighters exchanging jabs right there. Inoue getting the best of it. Good jab.
Very solid jab from Inoue.
You know, we talked all night about Fulton's jab, but what about Inoue's jab?
Versatile offensive attack as always from Inoue. Now goes upstairs with it and follows Fulton back to the ropes before the tie-up and the separation from Hector.
And this is what I was talking about. Fulton was moving, trying to get out of range, out of position. You know, Fulton thought he was clear, thought he was going to get on his bike. And Inoue chased him down, cut him off.
Inoue getting rough on the inside, gets the warning from the crew of wrapping around the neck, and now falls in off balance on his own with that free right hand, able to punch away.
Underneath the guards of Fulton.
Right back to it.
There it is again.
And there's the first right hand that is able to land, and he comes with it again, and then a 4-punch combination that included a left to the body from Inoue. Double jab, comes upstairs with the right hand. Fulton puts up the guard and backs out.
Is winning the jab battle. Inoue.
You can see how calm and in control he is early on here. As he comes with another 4-punch combination, tried to go to the body with that right hand in the midst of that. There's that jab, and there are the levels. Went upstairs and then to the body again, Timmy.
And it's the speed at which Inoue closes the gap. Fulton's having a hard time with. Right now, Fulton on his bike, just trying to avoid shots from now.
Double jab, right hand.
No, but I like his composure. He's weathering the storm right now. Fulton using defense, movement to get out of range. contest, a lot of rounds left, but I'm just telling you right now, Inoue's making this fight look easy right now against Fulton. Let's see if Fulton can turn it around.
And he wants to show that he's tough. You got to show you're tough while still being intelligent.
You see the shifting game plan
That's
already.
right hand over the top, Timmy.
Nice level changing jab right there in exchange. A jab for a right hand.
See if you can work behind that jab. Goes to the body again with the jab. There's been a point of emphasis early on, and then the right hand up top. There's that up vertical jab again.
But he's not pulling the trigger.
Well, it's that middle ground that was the concern. And if you're going to stay there, you got to throw. That up jab has had such success for Inoue.
Not a whole lot of damage done, but that right hand right there to the body and the roll under is. I think he's afraid for what's going to come back. The speed is too blazing fast.
Tough to replicate with a sparring partner what Inoue and his unique physical gifts offer when you're opposite him. And two-handed finishing power. Uppercut, right uppercut to close out round number 3. And how it has defined him in so many ways. You see the total body punches Inoue with an 11-2 advantage. He has been increasing his work rate as the fight has moved around in the early stages as he comes with 2 right hands.
In the inside, banging on the body of Inoue. Getting a little physical on the inside.
Fulton has a lot of confidence.
Catching Inoue, trying to get out.
Came straight back.
Not doing anything. Inoue's beating him to the punch. He's there. He's there, but he won't pull the trigger test.
Inoue has that kind of power where he can punch through the defense as well. You've seen that a few times. Not showing the levels with that jab again. Consistently going to the body with that jab is Inoue.
This tentative, and I thought he almost had that round that Inoue just came on in the second half. But again, I've never seen him so tentative.
He's getting out boxing. He's supposed to be the superior boxer.
Well, we get so enamored with the power of Inoue and the results. He is a supremely intelligent boxer as well. Good combination from Inoue. More blood coming from the nose of Scooter Fulton.
Fulton's jab, what I'm seeing is an extraordinary jab from Inoue, starting with a shot to the body.
To be more offensive-minded against the monster. As he does for a moment, does Fulton. Then backs out with his hands up. What's the change that needs to take place for Fulton, Timmy?
Kind of change his rhythm. He's standing directly in front. Use your legs. He can draw in a way. I mean, he tried to come forward, but he's not letting his hands go. He's afraid for what's going to come back. So now use your legs. Get on your bike. Lure in a way, because now you're in range just to get hit with those power shots.
Now here comes the combination punching of Inoue behind that jab, as we've seen early on in round 5.
And change his rhythm up. I mean, when you have a fighter like Inoue just landing shots like that, you have to change your rhythm up. You have to.
Another right hand from Inoue backs up Fulton.
Heavy.
Yes,
heavy.
He's extremely
and good right hand. Good right hand from Fulton right there, catching Inoue.
Right hand from Inoue.
A lot of those shots are being deflected.
Round 6, unified champion Stephen Fulton in an early hold against the monster. Naoya Inoue, who vacated his 4 belts, his undisputed.
Fulton is not using any of his footwork. He's not using any of his lateral movement at all. And you want to know why? Because Inoue has stopped that. Inoue is quick to cut him off and says, I want you directly in front of me. I don't want you moving anywhere.
That time he comes in with the left hook. Amazing, in a sold-out arena in Tokyo. The crowd so respectful, polite, restrained, subdued that you can actually hear in the midst of the fight the instructions.
So unbelievable how Inoue, no matter what position he's in, he's able to generate the punching power and torque on his shots. Torque.
That's a perfect description of what makes his punching power special.
He just ran with a combination.
He did.
It's that jab. That jab.
It's
Mark
been the
said
key.
it. It's been the key.
It has been the key.
Ooh. That right hand hurt Fulton. Trying to establish his own offense, but getting himself out of position.
Short left hand chopped down here at the end of round number 6. Fulton trying to exchange on the inside. And Inoue getting the better of it again.
Tess, this is the baddest man at 122 pounds. Inoue, he keeps his head on that side. I'm seeing him keep his head on that right side, right in the line of fire for that right hand of Fulton.
Short check hook that time.
Check hook that time.
Check hook that time as Fulton crossed the threshold.
Now, I know the fight's not over. You know, I don't think he has the punching power to hurt Inoue. Good right hand over the top.
Counter right hand from Fulton. Back to the body from Inoue.
Folks said that was low. Inoue said, get out of here. And you never know, you know, but he's so technically sound and so fundamentally sound. Well-schooled fighter.
And see how comfortable Inoue is right now as he's trying to cut off the ring and close the gap. Overhand right.
That's the one thing about Inoue. He never stops hunting for that knockout.
Never.
He's always looking for it.
4-punch combination, back to the jab up top.
Gee, these are great moments right here that Fulton is allowing Inoue to recharge. See, he just threw an onslaught of punches, and he's allowing a stab jab down to the body. And the reason why Inoue can get there quick with that jab is Fulton has a wide stance. His base is so wide, it's really hard to get in and out.
Oh, right hand hurts him! Oh, a huge right hand from the monster! And then he chases him down! Fulton is laid out, struggling to get to his feet. Fulton hurt badly. The monster on the attack, trying to claim 2 more belts as Fulton tried to grab the ropes, backed up into the corner. Here comes Inoue. That destructive, decisive power does it again. The monster, a 4-division world champion, stamping in Tokyo.
By round 8, Fulton's bravado and trash talk crumbled under Inoue's relentless dominance because the Japanese phenom proved he wasn't just ahead, he was operating on a level beyond mortal reach. Time after time, challengers tried to exploit a weakness, only to discover that Inoue doesn't just win, he annihilates hope before it even forms, and Inoue's next foe was no different. In December 2023, Naoya Inoue returned to his hometown of Tokyo, Japan, to face the formidable Marlon Tapales. At that time, Tapales held the WBA and IBF titles, while Inoue carried the WBC and WBO belts. A victory wouldn't be just another notch on his record. It would make Inoue the first undisputed super bantamweight champion of the 4-belt era, a feat made almost mythical by the jump to a new weight class. But Tapales wasn't just any challenger. He brought every ounce of skill, strength, and strategy to try and topple one of boxing's most dominant forces.
Stepping over, but what you don't want to do is stand in front of him because, like, again, we've seen him explode out with a 1-2 and you know, end fights.
The 1-2 there now was partially blocked by Tapales, but that's what Tapales doesn't want to have happen. There's a left hand. That's going to be called a slip. And you see Inoue with that back foot taking a step back, almost trying to get that looping to disrupt punches coming towards the head.
See how he fell in? Nice jab from Tapales. But that right there is still like no, because you're just a sitting target.
And here comes Inoue.
He's not looking for one shot. He's letting his hands go. You know, nice shot to the body. He's creating. He's trying to create openings if he can.
And Jamel, to your point, it looks like Inoue is baiting Tapales a little bit here.
Ooh. And even Inoue, you know what I'm saying, he put his hands up and what happened? He didn't see that shot that just broke through the guard. And that's what I mean, that body shot.
And you have to give credit to Tapales. Yes, he's the underdog, but he's also a unified champion in this division. He's not coming in like we've seen previous opponents of Inoue do and not trying to engage.
And again, I like the game plan that Tapales is doing though in terms of the body. He's going to the body, you know, to probably take away some of that power of Inoue, but he has to be careful. You don't want to get greedy.
And here comes Inoue. These are hard shots by Naoya Inoue. Big left hand to the head. Here comes Inoue, the monster. Left hand, right hand. Tapales is down.
Didn't see the shot with the high guard. Came around the guard. Put him down.
You're tentative and then you end up getting dropped.
The thing is, he can box with them. You know, he can box with them. He just got to, you know, he's got to watch it. He got to just watch when he places his shots, elbows and everything.
And Inoue started
just like that.
5, the way he ended round 4. Devastating shots downstairs, then upstairs.
And standing in front of him is not going to help. All you're doing is becoming a punching bag and a sitting target.
That's a scary.
Now he's getting pieced up.
Against Naoya Inoue. Right hand gets through the guard. Another right hand.
Nice
Big uppercut for Inoue.
Woo! Nice counter from Tapales, though. Nice counter. Nice counter from Inoue. That was nice. That was nice from Tapales.
Tapales lands a sneaky
another one.
And another one. Here comes Marlon Tapales.
Ooh. Nice.
Both men exchanging right hands to the head. Big uppercut by Inoue.
And again, just standing in front of him. He needs to keep. He needs to do something. Feint, turn, something.
It's not where you want to be if you're Marlon Tapales.
Oh, nice. I love that uppercut from Tapales because it's breaking the guard up anyway. Ooh. I know a lot of those are blocked, but you can hear just the pop on them. But it's like I said earlier, if you know, he got caught. It's coming out with his hands down. But it's like I said earlier though.
Huge right hand for Inoue to close out round 6. Halfway through our Undisputed Super Bantamweight Championship. Inoue did score the knockdown in round 4.
You gotta keep backing the monster up. Put that in the glove. Ooh.
Huge left and right hand get through for Inoue.
And he's having moments. He's probably even winning the round. He's got caught, but respect to him. He's found an adjustment that's actually working. He got, you know what I mean? He's not taking a lot of. He's bending his knees. He's got the body movement. He's turning. The jab is finding more success. Now, you know what I'm saying? He's catching Inoue falling at times.
It's also, Jamel, you mentioned Tapales lowering that right lead hand. It also allows a different angle for him to throw the jab that Inoue may not be expecting.
Nice.
Big right hand there for Inoue. Hoped for and expected from Tapales, even though he has 2 belts. Came in as an underdog, has shocked the world before.
He's doubling up that right hand. See, again, he's doubling up that right hand.
Right is working for Tapales. Of Inoue's lead foot.
But he has to watch. I know he has to watch it. Even because when he shoots that jab forward, he shoots right. He falls right on the inside.
Tapales goes back to that high guard. Making in-fight adjustments. At times frustrating Inoue.
And you notice at times when he puts his hands up like that, Inoue would throw a shot and then he'll, ooh.
Big right hand there, backed up Tapales. And can he beat the count? He's not gonna make it up. Naoya Inoue makes history.
In just 10 rounds, the 30-year-old monster did more than secure a title. He entered the pantheon of all-time greats, turning every subsequent triumph into less of a necessity and more of a dazzling showcase of his brilliance. In May 2024, Naoya Inoue returned to the Tokyo Dome, but this time he didn't just enter as a champion, he walked in as a legend. Naoya had all 4 super bantamweight belts slung across his shoulders like armor, and they were gleaming proof of a reign forged in destruction. This was Japan's monster at the peak of his powers, a man the world expected to dismantle challengers with surgical precision. Across the ring stood Luis Nery, a volatile Mexican southpaw with fire in his eyes and danger packed in every punch. This wasn't a routine defense. It was pride versus pride and power versus perfection, and it was brutal.
Right hand coming through from Inoue early on.
I like that from Nery. It's dangerous. However, when he got to be careful reaching right there. Inoue tends to bag out in straight lines. He drops that left hand, and when he throws the left hook, he has a tail. He drops that left hand first before he leads with that left hook.
Now on the inside, Inoue covering up, tries to deliver a right hand of his own, an uppercut. Comes through, but Nery unaffected. He keeps punching.
Let's take into account that Nery is a veteran in this weight class. Been in this weight class for about, I believe, a couple of years now, Tess.
Of course, the titleist at 118 and 122. And now, how does the monster react as he goes back to the jab? You have to go all the way back. The last major fight card was Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson in February of 1990. And then the first round of the showcase event in all that time, and the great Inoue hits the canvas.
But Nery seems to be changing up his attack, Tess. Right now he's trying to be patient. He's trying to catch Inoue out of position. When Inoue commits, he's out of position.
Oh,
there it is.
Inoue returns the favor.
Lunging forward. Nery again on the attack, coming forward. Reaching with that left hand, you see him forward shift, and Inoue right there just filling that gap or that space with that left hook. Here he is reaching with the backhand. Inoue stepping back, has a single high shield. Oh, why don't you eat that, young man? Go ahead and sit down.
And Tim, that is a prime example of what you described in terms of elite technique and athleticism.
Yes.
You just saw it from Inoue. That was from about 4 to 6 inches away. And watch that back foot.
Feet and hand working together. That's a bad habit from Nery. I don't know if he was extremely hurt from that shot, Tess.
A great bounce back round for Inoue after he suffered the first knockdown of his career in round 1.
When a fighter starts to anticipate, Tess, actions and reactions, that's when things start to slow down for him.
This combination from Inoue. And now he goes with that right hand to the body. Remember, it was a body shot that caused Nery's only defeat of his career.
The punch placement right now is giving Nery fits. Nery understands that he can't compete with that. He's looking for that single shot. He's looking for Inoue to make a mistake to make him pay. If Inoue gets overconfident and throws too many shots and get a little bit greedy, good right hand. Inoue now is getting comfortable, getting the glove.
Oh, there's another one, Timmy.
Anticipation is on. Nery better change things up. He better start feinting, start using his jab.
Oh, it's another one that splits the guard. Between Inoue and Nery, and that right hand in the third round was effective, Tim.
You see the low guards right there of Nery. Poor defensive habits, keeping his guard low.
In the first round, Luis Nery scored the knockdown. He had a 15-8 connect advantage. 45 previous rounds, Inoue had more total connects until the first round tonight against Nery.
His defense has to get better. He has to be responsible after his offense.
Four-punch combination from Inoue. There's that pop right hand. Again, it's finding the target.
An Inoue massacre, straight left, right hand, right down the middle. Right between the seam. Great execution right there from the champion, and that's the shot I'm talking about. Inoue seems to be softening him up right now. He's just taking advantage of those poor fundamental habits.
Oh, look at this! Little showboat, trying to draw him in and then firing off.
With straight shots up top, to be able to come around, and here he is, showboating a little bit.
That was the moment that got the crowd's attention.
Right there. Again, told you, defense got to be on point when you're facing Inoue with the speed, power, and accuracy that he brings to the table. You know, that's why he's a two-division world champion. Yes, he has the skills, he has punching power. However, that toughness, grittiness, he's going to have to bring that out tonight to get one. You can just see Inoue right now just weakening up Nery, weakening him. And I think he's looking for that left hook to the liver. That's what he's trying to set up. He's trying to get him used to the shots up top, upstairs.
Round number 5.
Yeah, the positioning of Inoue, top notch.
There's 2 right hands. Backs up Nery for a moment. Now he inches ahead.
See, positioning is the placement of a boxer compared or in relation to your opponent. With the lead foot, Nery is constantly moving to his left towards the right hand. That's why he keeps eating those right hands.
Good right hand returning fire. Nery stepping forward. There is a certain sound to the combination punching of Inoue that's very distinct. Perhaps an opportunity for Nery, but with them comes great risk. Like that!
There it is.
There's the risk with no reward! Left hook scores the knockdown again!
Being calm in the storm. You see right there, just found a little gap right there. Lead hand is down of Nery on the inside. Inoue noticing that, he's attempted there, just missed off the mark, but he dips under. You see his eyes, he's looking right at Nery. He sees those hands, pull away from that face.
When we talk about punching technique, Tim,
look at this.
When you talk about the ability to turn a punch over in the last few inches of the delivery system.
Yes.
Under 30 seconds to go, facing one of the great closers in recent boxing history. Here comes the monster. Right hand, stood up to it for the moment. Inoue on the attack. An undisputed champion against a former champion. But there are levels to this game. And guys like Inoue and Bud Crawford are currently just on a far different pedestal.
It's brilliant stuff right there from Inoue.
Just stands up to that offensive effort from Inoue, from Nery, and fires back. Oh, his right hand. Combination up top.
This almost over, Tess. Nery can't keep taking these type of shots over and over and over.
What do you see as a potential finisher here, Tim? There's the right hand! He just answered the question! As Nery has crumbled and the monster has roared! He's done it again!
The victory spoke volumes, but Inoue had been rewriting boxing expectations long before that night, dazzling fans year after year. Among all his performances, one still lingers in memory: the surgical destruction of a dude whose team dared to disrespect Inoue's father. Before their fight in 2019, Rodriguez's coach had shoved Inoue's father in a blatant act of disrespect. So, when Naoya stepped through those ropes, he wasn't just chasing a championship. He was on a mission of retribution, ready to settle the score in the most merciless way possible. Rodriguez entered as an undefeated and polished Puerto Rican champion with slick footwork, razor-sharp counters, and a reputation for being nearly untouchable. But Naoya didn't flinch. All that mattered to the monster was punishing Rodriguez, showing the world exactly why he's feared in every ring he enters.
Keep it clean. Massive Japanese support. Rodriguez, I wouldn't go anywhere right now. Inoue from Japan in the sparkling shorts. Rodriguez from Puerto Rico, kind of getting things done quickly.
Rodriguez started coming forward, Inoue on the back foot, which is pretty interesting.
88% knockout ratio. He's won all. Hasn't needed to fight that many rounds as Inoue.
It's the knockout ratio of a heavyweight. In my opinion, is his toughest fight to date.
It is. Rodriguez never off his feet. Inoue early on. Rodriguez took it, gritted on his gum shield and came back with a flurry of his own. Toe-to-toe spectacular. Oh, they're winging these punches in, these two. It's almost a macho battle. Inoue takes a bit of a breather.
Close and personal. It's a real thing of beauty. He gets so much leverage on it. Why he's got the knockout ratio that he has, a very, very...
This has been a good start from Rodriguez, and there's that furious, heavy bombs have landed already. That's a low one from Rodriguez, I think, and Michael.
But it was an accidental one, and in a way just wanted to fight on.
He's used to being on his feet. And as we anticipated in the build-up to the fight, even got it on the judges' cards.
I don't think so. In my opinion, Inoue has won this round. Rodriguez's punches have come from Inoue, and I think that made a difference here in this.
Back we go with Boyeaux, two unbeaten world champions colliding for the right to meet Nonito. A huge support staff with him. Big Japanese media continue in their country. Ooh. Now that's a right hand that shifted a few in its time.
Yeah, it's a great. Punches equally as hard with his right hand as he does with the danger shot, which is the left hook, but the right hand is a solid punch as well.
A keen eye on things, looking very stylish as well. One of boxing's great.
Just like so many before him who bowed to this Japanese legend, Naoya Inoue isn't just a champion, he's a generational talent, and many argue he's already one of the greatest of all time, if not the GOAT. Where do you rank Naoya Inoue among the boxing legends? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on everything happening in the world of boxing.